What up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of What's in the Box Track. I guess we all should have saw it coming, right? We should have expected the Lakers to lose one. After we go high, we always got to go low, so we should have expected it. But to be fair, I'm going to kind of walk through this one a little differently than I would under any other circumstances because I feel like I don't want to shade the Lakers as much for this loss as I would in the past or what have you. So, first of all, I kind of feel like the Lakers ran into a buzzsaw today. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. The Lakers lose today, 118-108 to the Bulls. The Lakers got up 75 shots. Again, I'm telling y'all that pace has slowed down a lot. The shots are better. They're more efficient. The Lakers shot 50% on 75 shots. The only problem is the Bulls put up 87 attempts and shot 54%. Now, the Bulls lit it up in the first half. And what have I been saying on this show since you started watching? If you started watching me back a little bit further back, you'll know that I say it's almost impossible to beat a team that's shooting over 50% from three plus volume. And for a minute, they were shooting somewhere close to like 57, almost 60% from the three-point line. So that's a little difficult for any team to beat. With that being said, they cooled off a little bit and gave the Lakers a chance. And I think the Lakers, I don't know, I feel like they blew a couple chances here too, and we can talk about that too. Look, 54% shooting for the Bulls. 45% from three on 31 threes. The Lakers 36, decent, 36%. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the three-point shot. At the end of the day, maybe 37, 38% is closer to decent. But either way, the Lakers shot 36 of those. A little over the volume that I prefer, but, there we have it. Free throw percentage. This thing, man, this has to be fixed. Like, immediately needs to be fixed. This is a problem. Right? The reality is the Lakers cannot shoot this poorly from the three-point line. They left 9 free throws on the table, 67%, roughly 68% shooting from the free throw line. They're getting there. They're doing the right thing. They're running the correct offense, in my opinion. I just think that the Lakers are kind of missing out on just valuable points. And I don't know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I can't make anything of it. I don't get it. Meanwhile, the Bulls got to the line 13 times. 45% shooting there. 77% shooting there. The Lakers were slightly out-rebounded. They were tied in offensive rebounds, 8-8. They, Lakers, won on the second chance points, 12-10. I thought Drummond did an excellent job for the Bulls. I was a little nervous, actually, when Vucevic got booted because I noticed that Drummond was bullying a little bit more than Vucevic was able to do. So it's like, I don't know if I want to face this dude for most of the rest of the second half or whatever. But either way, not too bad there, right? They gave up 10 second chance points there. But where the story of the game really comes down to where the real problem is turnovers. Lakers had 18 turnovers. That's too many. But on top of that, they gave up 34 points off of turnovers. Now, the Bulls, excellent, man. 9 turnovers. They gave up 16 points. So the Lakers drug almost all they could out of the turnovers they got from the Bulls. But the Lakers themselves, man, 18 turnovers, 34 points. Game over. That's game. Right then and there. That's where the game is. The rest of this is existential. We could talk about the free throws and the back and forth, but the Lakers did a pretty good job all around. But if you're going to give up 34 points off of turnovers, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to that. 15-5, Bulls win the fast break points. Points in the paint, the Bulls actually won that as well, 50-46. Zach LaVine is looking like the player that many people were saying that he was before I believed he was that player. Right? That's just me. Now he really looks like that player. He's moving into that Devin Booker, sort of Donovan Mitchell range where he's highly efficient. He's going to the basket. He's not wasting shots, just playing a better game than I've seen him play in years past. And the more he does that, the more dangerous he is, especially with a DeRozan on the other side. So what you kind of saw, I know they're a step down because there is no KD out there. But remember when we saw Devin Booker, and I was saying just be ready because the next time you see him, as good as you guarded Devin Booker, on the other side is going to be KD. That's the same thing. They did a pretty good job on DeRozan with Vanderbilt on him. And Troy Brown did a great job. Also played a great game. But on the other side, you still got to guard the other hot dude. And that was, Zach LaVine. So, but again, I feel like the Lakers ran into a buzzsaw. And let me run down why I say that. Since the All-Star break, the Bulls are 10-6. They're 5-1. I think 5-1 or 6-1 on the road. They're number 2 in opponent field goal percentage, holding their opponents to 46% or less. So the Lakers actually beat that percentage. They are top 10 in forced turnovers. So you see the Lakers with 18 turnovers. Well, right now, as of the last 15 games, 15 or 16 games, the Bulls are top 10 in forced turnovers. They're number 2 in defensive rating. Number 2 in defensive rating. The Lakers are 4 or 5 right now. And they're number 5 in points off of turnovers. Now, I kind of want to say something real quick about this number 1 defense the Lakers are playing versus this is what I was trying to tell you guys earlier. People were questioning me saying that this is the same as November. But in November, they were like, well, the Lakers are the number 1 defense. And I'm like, but that fluctuates pretty much every other game based on really the type of team you play or the night that you have, right? So now the Lakers are number 4. They were number 1. Now they're number 4. The Bulls are number 2. I guarantee you within the next week or so, the Bulls might be number 4 or 5 because that fluctuates. And the Lakers did the exact same thing in November. So I know that there's a lot of questions about what I'm saying here, but just look at these things statistically and not emotionally. The reality is the Lakers are playing much better defense than they played when AD was off the floor, but this team comes and goes. Even if he doesn't put up 30 points, it comes and goes with AD's health. That's the end of the story. I don't care what lineup you put out there. It comes and goes with AD's health. Lastly, man, the Lakers got to fix these free throws. They're going to play the Bulls again, I think on Tuesday, an away game, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe there's a travel day in there. But they got to fix these free throws. I mean, they got to fix them now because whether it's the play-in or the playoffs, it's going to be a whole different thing. And my dad was right. Shout out to my pops. Dallas lost to Charlotte twice. Those are 2 horrible losses that they got to make up for. And I don't think the Lakers have another loss in them at this point to be able to hold on to that top, to that top 6 spot. I think, I don't know, the other teams, we'll see what happens, but I don't think other teams are going to flounder like Dallas. I thought for sure, I said on this show that Dallas was going to be in the number 6 spot based on the schedule they have, but they blew 2 games. So now all of that looks like it's up in the air. The Lakers have a 5-game road trip coming up, and here's the scary part. At home, the Lakers are 21-18. Not super great, not horrible. They're below 500 on the road. They have been below 500 on the road. They're going to need to become a different team over the next 5 games. And I also wouldn't push Bron too much over this next 5 games either. I would maybe stagger, maybe depending upon who they play. I know every game counts, but if it starts to look like you're in the play-in, I guess you can also look for home court in the play-in, but I don't know. Again, Portland's out. New Orleans is going to make a push, but I don't know. I don't know what Dallas is going to do. It's all really strange and up in the air right now. So I might just start preparing for the idea of being in the play-in if I was coaching or if I was one of the Rambai that is in the background looming in the shadows of Laker decisions. I might actually just say, all right, we're gonna start to pace this because it looks like we're gonna hit this play-in pretty hard. But you guys tell me, what do you think? Do you think that the Lakers are going to be in that number 6 spot? Do you think they beat the Bulls, and then they just start running the rest of these games? They got to face a full-blown Phoenix squad, KD on one side, Devin Booker on the other, one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game running the point, DeAndre Ayton back in the paint. Not that they can't win that game. I just sort of counted that one as the loss that they might have to take on the way out of here. But now they ran into this buzzsaw that's called the Bulls, and we'll see what happens. Again, look at those numbers from the Bulls and look at the type of team they're facing. If this was the Bulls before the All-Star break, we might say, yo, these games are easy. But I don't think the game at home against the Bulls is going to be an easy one either. I just hope the Lakers don't pull a Dallas and lose two games in a row and kind of blow their chances. I will holler at y'all next time, man. This has been What's in the Box. I'm out of here like last year. Peace.